Alright guys, so today I'll be showing you the best settings for aiming, for movement, and also the best crosshair. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so these are the settings for movement, the best ones. Turn off all of these toggle settings, toggle aim, toggle crouch, toggle sprint. They should automatically be off, but if you do have them on, turn them off, because it can be annoying to crouch and then forget to uncrouch. So, leave those off. Auto sprint, and I'm on controller by the way, it's in the video title, if you didn't know, if you didn't read it properly. Auto sprint, basically what it means is, instead of pressing your stick down every time to move from walking to sprinting, you could just walk and you'll automatically sprint. So if you combine that with easy slide, which allows you to slide by crouching while sprinting, so all you gotta do is press circle or B and you'll automatically slide, so you don't have to hold it down. And because it says while sprinting, you can't do this while walking, but because we have auto sprint on, you can do this at any time. Scroll equip allows you to use your mouse wheel to equip weapons. If you're on controller fully, you don't really need this, but if you do use your mouse, it can be really useful. Auto shoot mode dynamic, and yes, I do have auto shoot on, and I don't use it, I don't shoot auto, but it can be very helpful sometimes, and I am not ashamed of that, and no one should be, unless you're only auto shooting and you're not actually shooting properly. I have it set to dynamic. Aim assist strength 1. You can set it to custom, the auto shoot reaction time, but I don't really care about this, so I just put it on dynamic because that's the best one for me. Auto jump should be off. You don't want that in case you're trying to peek a ledge and it just jumps up, you're gonna die. Double tap to shoot, stupid setting, should never have this. Left-handed touch controls, once again, only for mobile, but if you are watching this and you play on mobile, turn this off. Aim assist strength, once again, it should be 1, and controller dead zones should be 0.1 or 0.2. If you have stick drift, it should be 0.6, but I have a pretty good controller, so I put it on 0.1, so I have the quickest reaction time on my movements. Alright guys, so if you did watch my last two videos, you would see this crosshair, and this is very good for hip firing. It's just very precise, and I'll show you the settings. So, turn this off. You don't want to make the crosshair invisible. Static, so that means it won't like balance and get larger and smaller. Rotation, you want it at 0. You can have it at 4. You can have it at sort of like that, like an X if you want. I just personally don't like it, so I have it off. Scale, 1.05, because 0.65 is too small. Or let me see. Yeah. There's not really any difference. I just think this is the best because you get a little bit more width on the bars. Show while aiming, off, because if you're using a gun like shotgun, it has a pretty good iron sight, so you don't want to have this on. Override special crosshairs, you want to have this off. Bars enabled, yes, because if you don't, they'll be invisible. Bars color, make them red. It's the best for all of the maps because none of the maps are really red. Bar spacing is 0. This is how it looks when you have it maxed out. Bars length 8. Because if you have it sort of like this, it'll be too hard to see, and 32 is way too long. I think 8 is the best setting for this. Bars thickness, put it at 1 because this just gets too much. So I'm going to set it back to 1. There we go. Bars transparency 0 because you want it to be as opaque as possible so it doesn't blend into the background. Bars shape, you can have them sharp or round. I don't see much of a difference because this crosshair is not massive. Top bar, bottom bar, right bar, left bar are all enabled. Basically what this does is remove stuff. So if you want to, you can remove the top bar. That's probably best if you're using sniper main, but I don't use sniper main, so I have all of those on. Dot enabled, you want to turn this off because if you have a dot on, you can see how it can go through the middle. It's not useful. It's not needed either. It's just too much extra. So you want to have dot off. All of the settings don't matter because you're going to have it off. All of these settings don't matter because you're going to have circle off, but if you do want to have circle on, it will look like this. Now this can be good, I just personally don't like it, so I have it off because this is more pinpoint, but these are the settings for circle, you can copy them down. I'm not going to go through all of them, pretty self-explanatory, because I have it off. Outline enabled, without outline it looks like this. It just adds a bit more depth to your crosshair, makes it a bit easier to see. And you want to have the transparency at 0, outline thickness at 1, and then you can have it at meter, round, or bevel. When the crosshair is this small, you don't really see a difference. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you can change your settings and make them way better because it helped me a lot when I first started playing to now. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.